City Boardwalk Bullies and the Trenton Titans. 1-0 Titans. An early goal, a lot of flurries in front of the Bullies' net, and the Titans were able to capitalize. So they're on top 1-0 as we get ready for the second period. We're joined now by the president and general manager of the Trenton Titans, Brian McKenna. Brian, I appreciate you coming on, and I'll tell you, every time we talk about this team winning games, and this year is really no different than last year.
No, so far we're off to a good start. We've hit a little bump in the road here the last few games, but we thought the first half of the season would be a little rocky for us anyway because we had 8, 9, 10 first-year players in our lineup every night. That's always difficult in terms of trying to gain a certain level of consistency. And we started off very good, and then I think some of the guys maybe hit the wall a little bit, and the last few games has come back to haunt us. We've made some changes. I like our lineup now, and I think hopefully here this weekend and before Christmas we can get it turned around and keep things going in the right direction.
You talked about the changes. Jeff Peters comes in this week, and I know changes are never popular when it comes to the fans, but they're needed. I mean, sometimes you have to mix things up to find the right combinations. You feel comfortable, as you just said, that this is the right combination. How long do you take before you can tell whether it is?
Well, part of that was just seeing how some of the young players would fit in our lineup, and guys like Pat Leahy and guys like him have come in and played very well, and that has allowed us, I think, then to make changes with perhaps some of the older players, and it has taken us, I think, probably 4 or 5 weeks to really take a look at our lineup. We thought we needed more speed up front. Right. That's where Peters really comes in handy. He's got great wheels. He's pretty good defensively, and he's an experienced guy, and that he's played basically 2 full years in the American League. So we're very happy, having a guy like him in our lineup. And again, hopefully now we can just take the players that we have, run with this for a little while, and just see how good this team actually is.
You mentioned the younger players, 9 or 10 young players coming in this season. I'm not sure if you expected that when the season began. Some of those guys, Ben Stafford, Leahy, really have adapted to the ECHL. I mean, right off the bat, adapted to the ECHL.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Stafford is leading us in scoring as a first-year player. He's a kid out of Yale that we knew would be a good hockey player, but we didn't know he'd be quite as good and quite as energetic as he's been. So obviously we're very happy with that. Pat Leahy, I think, complements him. We've now got Scott Bertoli on that line. I think he's feeding off a little bit of their enthusiasm, which is great. On the point, both Andreas Moborg and Matt Libby have been 2 first-year players that have stepped in and look very comfortable in this league right from day one. So all of those are encouraging. Throw in, Kirk Lamb and a couple of other guys as well, and we're very happy with that brigade of first-year players that we have here.
Well, it's not only about the games during the regular season, but we also have the All-Star game. 39 days until the All-Star game here in Trenton. You guys have to be excited about that.
We are. It seemed like forever when we put in our bid and were awarded the game, but here we are a little over a month away, and it's exciting. Most of the events are all lined up, ready to go now. We'll have our high school hockey challenge on the Sunday, as well as a Stanley Cup Hockey Hall of Fame display. For hockey fans in the area, obviously, to come see the Stanley Cup, get your picture taken with the Holy Grail of hockey has got to be exciting. Monday's our skills competition, again with the cup on display, and then Tuesday, January 21st, the game itself. And this year we'll have a certain twist to it in that we're basically going to go with a lot of young prospects. So the building's going to be full of NHL scouts and American League people and those sort of guys trying to get a look at certainly the best young hockey players in the East Coast Hockey League will be under one roof here, for 3 days here in Trenton. So very exciting.
I'm sorry, it's great for the area too.
It certainly is. I mean, we've got all the teams in our league will be coming to town. So we got 29 markets represented. We've had commitments now for upwards of 20 American Hockey League and NHL teams that are going to be here as well to see the game. So it's a great chance for us to show off our building, to show off our league, and to basically focus the minor league hockey world on Trenton for a period of 3 days. So we're very excited about that. We think it's going to be a great event.
Brian, we're excited about it too. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
Always my pleasure.
Brian McKenna, our guest, the president and general manager of the Trenton Titans. 1-0 Titans. We'll be back with stats and highlights.